Hey guys, I'm Al Washington, and welcome to my Mystical Laws podcast. I am here with Luke. Let me say his last name correctly, Dorling, correct?
Dowling.
Darling. He is a writer, creator, director of the new YouTube web series Paradox Tales from Hell. So I'm going to go ahead and pass the mic over to Luke. And if Luke, if you want to go, hey, say hey to everybody.
Yes, so hello, I'm Luke. There's not much. So yeah, I've been working on Paradox for a good few years now. It's been a development nightmare because it's very much a passion project where I've just thrown myself into the deep end of everything.
Right.
But it's very much something where I want to get people to just go and try things.
Okay.
So yeah,
Absolutely. So with that being said, so again, like I said, I checked out a couple of episodes. I definitely like the concept and tone so far. Because again, I'm working on my first supernatural horror novella based on the theme of seven deadly sins. So I found, like I said, when I saw you guys' stuff, like the concept so far. So I definitely love the narration for it, but not revealing too much. I think you guys are still recasting. Is it for Beelzebub, son of gluttony? How's that going? And is there a unique voice that you're looking for this character and your character overall in general?
yeah. So we actually wrapped up casting for him a few days ago. Thank
Good.
God. So a lot more will be revealed in episode 5. But
Good.
yeah, with a lot of my casting process, a lot of what I look for is. Well, when you look at a lot of auditions online, people say, oh, try to sound like this character or this voice actor or give a lot of specifics. But when I go over certain characters, I mostly want to find a unique voice, not something that I hear from like another character and think I want that. I want someone to bring themselves to the table and just use their own voice rather than trying to impersonate another person for
Okay.
for casting.
No, yes, you want a unique take on it. Okay, because like I said, anybody can read off a script. Like I said, actors,
Yeah,
obviously that's the first thing, but something you have to put, especially when I'm doing my casting, yeah,
yeah,
you can't just read off of it. You got to bring something or just some type of flavor, unique voice, like I said, with it
exactly.
for that. And with that being said, with the talk of the AI taking over voiceover careers, do you think those who are trying to use AI for every damn thing is going to destroy voiceover acting careers?
I definitely wouldn't think so. So, alongside all the creative stuff, I'm a college computer science student as well. So I'm on like both sides of the coin for the whole AI debate. But no, it's definitely not something that we should be concerned about with them taking over jobs. But it's unfortunately something that we're gonna have to accept is like it's there, and we'll just need to accept that it's something we'll need to work with and deal with. But given the like financial issues that a lot of AI companies are starting to face recently,
Right.
it's not something that'll be going mainstream and taking over people's jobs, but it'll definitely be something that companies will look to use for supporting certain jobs. But
Really?
with
Really? I mean, because it's like, I don't know, they can take your voice and hopefully just duplicate it. So I
yeah,
mean, it sounds robotic. I don't know, but I could be wrong though. So, but I hope not, because like there's a lot of talented people. There's a
yeah,
lot of talents, but
yeah, no, with unfortunately it can take people's voices and it can do that. But more often than not, if you take a look at someone's voice and just take a random voice actor, and if their voice has been taken and used for AI,
right.
and then you look at their raw performance and compare it to the AI, there is so much visible difference there to where currently there wouldn't be. I wouldn't say there would be much concern, because if you take them side by side and look at them, the voice actors definitely have something like raw and human
Yeah.
to their performance, whereas the AI ones, it's, as I said, it's impersonating someone else. And then with the whole thing I said about the casting, it's you want uniqueness and you want someone to be themselves. So using an AI for all that stuff it would definitely remove a lot of the aspects for it.
I agree. Yeah, natural human, yes,
Yeah.
the natural sense of it. So yeah, and God knows, I think Hollywood, certain actors on a side note, besides voice acting, I guess are not striking, but I guess going against that they're using their faces, I guess, to do AI. So yeah, just
Yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, some aspect I support AI, but when it comes to voiceover acting, and especially just acting in general, just creating, then I got an issue, like I said, with that. But I get what you're saying for that one.
Yeah.
Is there a horror trope that you are trying to or gonna like try to avoid to not using for your animation web series if that comes out?
So one thing I can share is that we are working the first season of Paradox. We don't really focus a lot on horror aspects. However, when we get into season 2, which is currently in the works,
Nice.
we're definitely going to be using a lot of like small like psychological horror aspects, and we will hopefully be having a lot more visual sides of things because with Paradox season 1 we don't have funding behind it
Okay.
to actually go out and do these really like cool like big animated sequences. But with season 2 we're hoping to secure funding before then, and one trope that I would definitely want to avoid with the horror aspect is jump scaring. Because one thing I love with stories is when they just take a feeling and drag that feeling throughout a lot of scenes.
Okay.
And with if there's just a random jump scare in the middle of it, it just sort of shifts the viewer. And in a lot of horror aspects, it works. But with Paradox, we're very focused on the story and making the viewers feel things.
Okay. Yeah.
So definitely jump scares because we want to keep that sort of emotional level with the series.
Okay. I like that. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. With that being said, do you happen to have like a favorite animation web series now or a favorite writer or director that inspired your creative or just in general?
Yeah, there's two or three main creators that I would definitely look to inspiration for and have been a big inspiration for Paradox. So the first is a musical composer called Jorge Rivera Herons, who works on Greek mythology musicals, and his way of storytelling is so focused on using every aspect he can to tell a story. So like the
Okay.
background music, the sound effects, everything it all has a meaning in some way. Then another one that very much inspired the vibe of Paradox is a webcomic called I'm the Grim Reaper, which follows someone around hell, so obviously it's something that I take to. But then last one. The last one for like writing and such would be the director James Gunn. So he does a lot of adaptations. He's recently started working with DC for a lot of things. And one thing I love about the way he does things is he stays so true to his source material, and he's not afraid to just do something that he think would be a fun little spin. And he loves taking like smaller characters from like smaller unused characters and throwing them in the spotlight just to get them out there and have that out there.
Okay. Nice. All right. So what inspired you to become a creator, writer? What gave birth? Like what lit a fire?
Well, it never really started out as like writing or animation or production or anything. It was on like alongside all of Paradox and such, I do streaming. And so one genre I wanted to get into was one called VTubing or virtual YouTubing, where you have like a 3D avatar that represents you. And so I designed the 3D avatar, which is now the design for the main character on our series.
Nice.
But it just came from, I made that avatar and thought, I like this. This is cool. I love the idea of making this little character. So I made him and I thought, okay, I'll add some story. Added story. Then just added side characters with him. And it just spiraled. So it was one big bomb, and it was like, it was to a point where I thought I need to do something with it. So I had attempted at animation. I had tried at just a blank novel, but I found that the best way to do it would have been the way I'm doing it on YouTube now, where we have the audiobook side and we also have like a couple illustrations going alongside what's going on with the audio.
Right.
So it was just one big spiral into doing a little bit more, a domino effect basically, really.
Okay. Very nice. Okay. I like that. So, but how do you feel with the Paradox Tales from Hell? How do you feel about the actors that you guys get for voiceover actors, excuse me, taking risks or improvising with the material that you've given them?
Oh, I love it.
Really?
So with we actually wrapped a couple days ago our table reading for episode 5,
Okay.
where we'll have a meeting with all the voice actors and they'll all read out their characters' lines. And there was a lot of points where two of the voice actors, Tom DeMont and Benjamin Cudmore, just kept going back and forth with each other in character.
Really? Oh no.
And it ended up with the episode should end up being about 20 minutes. The table
Uh-huh.
read took an hour because it just kept going with like breaks of us just laughing and dying and talking about these things.
Oh my God. Wow.
So I know it tripled in length, but it then led to us adding some to the script and coming up with a bunch of ideas. But it's always a fun experience for me, the writer, and then for the voice actors as well, to have them getting involved with giving these ideas out.
Yeah.
Because, like, for example, we have a whole Discord server for the voice actors and everything to just communicate.
Okay.
And one of the voice actors who didn't actually get a role during callbacks was someone called Salvo. And he just decided, you know what, I'm still gonna interact with everyone. So he would send like a little image of someone giving out a burger every time a new person joined the cast. So we started calling him the Burger Man.
Okay.
And Burger Man has now made his way into the series as an actual character because we just needed a little silly comic relief character, and we thought, you know what, be in there.
Right.
And with the release of episode 4 during December, the response we've had with Burger Man as a character is just amazing. And it was never something that I had planned. It was never something that came with my whole spiral into writing characters. It was just a fun inside joke that we went on, and it's turned out to be something that everyone's like loving and just interacting with. I don't know where I'm going with this,
No,
but
you're
it's just
good.
turned out.
Yeah, you're good.
But he's very much turned out to be a very loved character with everyone.
Nice. Yeah, I love table reads. Like I said, I love it. Even with film, just voiceover. I love doing table reads. You can bounce off ideas to each other, like you just said, and it's just the chemistry is better. It's like
Yeah.
you're obviously practicing by yourself when you're doing voiceover acting, but still just working with other people, especially with the table reads, and going in the circle and just really getting a natural flow of everything. So you kind of
Yeah.
in with your character. So,
Yeah.
but overall, Luke, how do you feel about the production so far overall? Because I know you're going on episode 5. How do you feel?
It's very wild. So, as I said at the start, obviously, I had thrown myself into the deep end with production. I had no experience. So it was very much, I'm learning as I go. And a lot of the voice actors and musicians on the project are also learning as they go.
That's right. Yeah.
So we're finding our own way for, like, how we're going to produce things. So, obviously, we'll have random spirals of ideas, as I'd explained there, but then when we have a deadline, it's so bizarre because everyone works in different time zones. It's so
Yeah.
bizarre going to sleep and waking up and just having like 10 different messages of here's art, here's voice lines, here's music. But it's a very chaotic way of doing things, but
Right.
for our production, it very much works with the way we all work.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
sorry, you're all good. But it's words. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. If I'm coughing or anything, I'm a bit under the weather.
No, you're good. Yeah, trust me. No, you're good. Trust me. It's that time. And anyway, you are good at all. You're fine.
Thank you. But yeah, no, it's been very weird. Just randomly, like we'll do our casting online, and it would be occasionally like, oh, a local newspaper has talked about it, an art like a literature magazine. And then randomly getting like emails of like, we want to work with you on this, or being invited onto a podcast.
Right.
It's such a new experience
Oh, thank you.
for me, like with everything. So it's very much a fun way of doing production, and it's making the production very enjoyable rather than stressful.
That's
for us all.
right. I hope so. I hope I didn't, because I know, like I said, our schedules. I hope I didn't make you feel that way. I just.
Oh no, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
As soon as I said to the cast members, like, I've been invited on a podcast, they were all like, where is it? What are we doing? Can we watch it?
Oh my God, Luke, no, thank you. And I know that,
So-
like I said, yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. I just feel like I know that I'm still growing. I'm still learning myself, like I said, with the process. I know I'm not, like I said, I have a big household name, but I love doing it. So, and I like to work with other creators that the stories and the movies, voiceover, I find very interesting. So I did invite you guys because, again, I love you guys' concept. I love the web series so far, and I can't wait for episode 5 to come out. So That's why I got you guys on it. Yes, so absolutely. But Luke, no, thank you very much for coming on. Like I said,
Of
talking with you.
course.
Absolutely. Do you want to let everybody know where they can find you, your website, YouTube?
Yeah. So let me pull up Chrome here.
Oh, you're fine. You're good.
So on YouTube, you can find me under Hylactic. I'll spell it right because it's annoying. Hylactic. I'm onto that on almost every platform, so you can find me all around there. But when you find one platform, there'll be a bunch of links that'll leak you to everyone else or take you to everywhere else. But yeah, so you can find me on YouTube there. What else did I have noted down? If you can find on YouTube as well my business email address. So if there's anyone looking for like production help, because I do help production on a lot of other series.
Very nice.
So if anyone's looking for help with production, or you have an idea that you want to just go all out on and you don't exactly know where to start, take it from someone who didn't know where to start. It's all an annoying process.
All right.
So the business email's open for anyone looking to just give it a shot, really.
Well, Luke, that's good. That's how we start. I mean, yeah, instead of, I know fear, I'm sure you were scared, not scared, quote unquote. Well, you know exactly. You were scared,
Oh
but
no,
it's
yeah.
like, instead of me, because I get anxiety too, like, oh my God, because instead of me, I don't know if I'm saying the phrase right, just like going on the top of the stairs to the door. Let's say there's it's like you don't want to start at the bottom of the stair. You just want to hop to the door all the way upstairs. And we can't do that,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Well, at least I don't. Because like I said, like I said, I have to start from the bottom to the top. So the first, like you said, you didn't know what you were doing, like learning experience, but you started and you're learning as you go. And yeah,
Yeah,
that can't be any more true for anything that we do. So yeah.
obviously. It's the
So yeah.
mistakes that count for learning, really.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's something I still need to keep learning. Like I get to keep telling myself, yeah, that's basically what it is, all in a nutshell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, guys, thank you guys very much for joining me and Luke on my Mystical Lofts. And definitely check out his series, Paradox Tales from Hell, which is on YouTube. They're going on to episode 5. Definitely very excited to check that out. So, you guys be safe, and I'll see you guys next time.